Hey everybody, what's up? Leonardo 2003 here, and I'm back today with another new episode of Rise of the TMNT to break down and review. This one was, definitely interesting. It is comparable to the episode Down with the Sickness in format, and I'm sorry for putting this image back in your guys' head, but for what this episode lacks in actual plot, it makes up for an absolute craziness. Can I get a thumbs up for same day upload? So let's get into it. Here's my review of episode 14A of Rise of the TMNT, Late Fee. We start off with the turtles in the turtle tank searching for a DVD store or box so they can drop off a movie. It's a Lujitsu DVD, so you can guess who is sending them on this mission. The episode is called Late Fee because if the turtles don't return the movie by midnight, Splinter will be charged a late fee. And the turtles' incentive to get the movie returned on time is hugs from Splinter. So I guess that's nice. The turtles are wearing the same outfits from the wrestling episode Shell in a Cell, which is coincidental because Ghost Bear makes a comeback later on. The turtles arrive at the DVD store to return the movie, but bam! There's randomly an explosion and construction starts going on. The turtles then just end up on a ferry heading towards another DVD store, and the randomness just keeps going on throughout the episode. Donnie is able to locate every DVD drop box in the city, making this mission a lot easier for the turtles. But just as the ferry is about to dock, it's brought to an abrupt halt by a movie production. Yeah, they're seriously filming King Kong right now. They jump out of the boat and swim to the nearest drop box. It's in this back alley, surrounded by stinky trash. They find a pretty big mutant silverfish sleeping in the trash, and it actually fights off the turtles pretty well. It is stopped by Raphael throwing a basketball right through its chest, smashing it into 4 or 5 smaller silverfish. But sadly, Raph threw the ball so hard that it broke the machine. Donnie brings him to the next drop box, and it's being guarded by a really weird guy dressed like a wizard. This guy will be around throughout the episode, and there's a lot of mystery to him. He doesn't let the turtles get to the box, channeling his inner Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
You shall not pass! Ah, what a town.
They make it to another box at 11 o'clock, an hour left to spare. This one is in a subway station with nothing in the turtles' way. But Raph forgot the DVD in the turtle tank, which is on the ferry. The turtles hop onto the subway to go where the ferry is docked. And look who's on the train. Ghost Bear and that weird wizard guy. He calls himself the Dragon Master. I just don't get him at all. Also, the humans that are in front of the turtles are the cartoon versions of the turtles' actual voice actors. That was pretty funny. Ghost Bear sees the turtles, but they didn't see him, so Ghost Bear follows. They get to the tank, and wow, there was a DVD box literally right next to it. Raph goes to grab the DVD, but accidentally releases the emergency brake, and the tank rolls into the machine, breaking another one. Whoever is in charge of these DVD boxes is going to be so pissed off tomorrow morning. Just when Mikey asks what else could possibly go wrong, Ghost Bear comes flying through on his motorcycle and steals the movie. He is still really salty over the turtles making him lose his wrestling championship belt, so it's payback time. He takes off with the movie, and the turtles follow him in the turtle tank and the shell hogs in a high-speed chase. They bash through a wizard convention with a cute little cameo by the 3 main characters in Harry Potter. And yeah, I know this wizard convention explains what this wizard is doing in this area, but he's obviously stalking the turtles, and it gets a little bit more crazy later on in the episode. You can see the guy right there, but then he somehow pops up miles down the road, blocking the street and sending the turtle tank into the wall. The turtle tank got totally totaled. Wow, that's kind of a tongue twister. And Donnie has one more vehicle left within the turtle tank, a high-speed hovering taxi. Now it's the shell hogs and a taxi from the future chasing Ghost Bear. Leo has a great idea to make a giant portal while he's on the shell hog, but he forgets to get out of the way, sending them all through it. They end up right out in front of another DVD store, go figure, with 2 minutes left before midnight. but the Turtles used some reverse psychology on Ghost Bear, which wasn't too hard, getting him to return the movie for them at the last possible second. Ghost Bear was never the sharpest pencil in the box. The guys immediately escape back to the lair and get their gift from Splinter, a group hug. But somehow the wizard is in this group hug with no explanation, and then the episode just ends. Splinter even says, "I love my 5 sons," including that wizard in the statement. It was all just really weird, really random. I don't know, guys. Yeah, this was definitely a wacky episode, and completely filler, but it was entertaining nonetheless. The randomness was in full force. There's not really much else to say about the episode itself. Ghost Bear's return was pretty underwhelming. He's definitely not a villain that will ever pose a real threat to the Turtles. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't see him again for a very long time. Don't get me wrong, I like Ghost Bear and all, he's just not on the same level as the other villains. Even like Warren Stone, I honestly take Warren Stone more seriously than Ghost Bear. We also saw some more mutant silverfish, which I guess was cool. There's still a lot of mystery surrounding those guys. I wonder if we'll ever find out more about them. And just what was up with that wizard guy. I wonder if we'll ever see him again. It's weird, we were all speculating who this guy might be from the trailers we saw this week for the episode. We all thought maybe it's Baxter Stockman, or Stockboy, dressed up as a wizard for whatever reason, but no, it's just a random wizard from a wizard convention that is stalking the Turtles for whatever reason. Yeah guys, with Rise of the TMNT, you just never know what's gonna happen next. I'm going to give this episode a 7 out of 10. It was so random that it did make me wonder what was going to happen next. It did keep me on the edge of my seat somewhat, not like an episode where the Foot's involved or Draxum, but it was just fun. It was one where you didn't really have to think too hard. You just had to turn off your brain and just enjoy the show, and in reality, that's how cartoons are meant to be watched. Now is the time where I fill you guys in on the Rise of the TMNT episodes that are coming up soon. The next episode, coming this next weekend, is called Bull Hop. The Turtles try to help a down and out mutant. Now I know I've talked about this episode a few times in my past few update videos and stuff, but it's going to be about that bellhop that got mutated into a bull and ran out of the hotel in episode 7, Bug Busters. Now this guy, he might be an actual big villain in the series, and the reason why I'm saying that is, for one, he's getting an episode named after himself, and it's funny because right when I did that episode review, a bunch of people were commenting, that guy's name is probably going to be Bullhop. That'd be pretty funny. It makes sense, it's a good pun, and yeah, it turned out being correct. I think Ghoulish in this town, I don't know, he's a guy that always comments on my videos, and I really appreciate him. But I think he was the first one to actually come up with it, so kudos to him. But yeah, Bullhop has an episode named after himself, and he also has an action figure coming pretty soon in a future line of Rise of the TMNT toys. Now, I say that might be a big deal because some villains that you'd think would have toys actually don't look to be getting them. Like the Foot Brute isn't even getting a toy, and some of the other guys aren't either, but the Bullhop is, so I don't know, maybe he'll be important. Maybe he knew the human version of Big Mama, and maybe he has some answers. Who knows? Now, this episode title we just got a few days ago, and it's going to be following Bullhop that next weekend, and it's called Mind Meld. Donnie enhances his brother's intelligence, which goes too far. Now, Donnie has gotten a lot of episodes so far, really tailored towards him, and this is definitely not the first time where one of his inventions or whatever goes completely sideways. This Donatello is borderline crazy, he shows a lot of like psychotic features or whatever, and I don't know, this might be another episode, another piece to the puzzle of Donnie finally like turning on the Turtles or something, because he really gets annoyed with his brothers. He really, he gets agitated really quickly with them. One of these episodes, maybe in season 2 or something, I definitely think we're going to see him go rogue, go off on his own, and maybe even be tempted to join one of the evil forces like the Foot, the Purple Dragons, or something like that. But yeah guys, that's what's coming next for Rise of the TMNT, and until then, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for more. We do news updates here, we do Rise of the TMNT reviews, and when Rise of the TMNT isn't going on, I do videos on the 2003 series, the 2012 series, basically anything TMNT that is interesting to me. So thank you guys so much for watching again, and stay tuned for more. Peace. Peace out.
You have invaded the Dragon Master's personal space!